Sometimes the smaller you are, the more access you have into places others dare not to. Your lowly state is your weapon to conquer. Hi guys. So today is going to be a bit different because I'm going to be reading directly from my phone. I was studying yesterday and God fed me. He fed me with a lot. And I don't want to miss out on anything because I want to share everything with you. And so it says, oh, by the way, the topic is positioning. It's talking about positioning. And he says, wherever God has placed you in your life is the most strategic and best place you can be, no matter what it looks like. Joseph was taking over territories as a slave, and the Egyptians didn't even realize they were raising him to become their ruler because they were not threatened by his position. All they saw was a slave, and therefore helped in putting him above them unknowingly. Scripture said that Potiphar handed all he had over to Joseph. He only knew what he ate for the day. He trusted Joseph that much with everything. So when God hides you, He has strategically positioned you in a place the enemy won't see you coming. When a lion is hunting, it lowers its stance to be hidden, to increase its chances of success and catching what it's after. In war, when the opposition wants to take over the enemy's territory, they lower their height, they lower their stance, or they disguise themselves to be hidden in order to conquer. Sometimes your breakthrough, gate of blessings and elevations is a war front, and you must stoop to conquer. Sometimes exposure can be your downfall. Do not try to announce yourself when God is hiding you, because you might just cause an open fire on yourself. Leave that disguise on that the Lord has put on you. It's working for you. I suspect, or I could assume, that if the Egyptians could see where Joseph will end up, they may not have favored him the way they did. However, he agreed with God to stay hidden, and he ended up on the throne. Sometimes the lower you are, the more powerful and successful you are. It doesn't matter what title man has given you. What matters is the title that God has given you. Sometimes the smaller you are, the more access you have into places others dare not to. Your lowly state is your weapon to conquer. And this reminds me of a story that I heard about a businessman, and he was a multi-millionaire, and he got a cleaning job in a bakery. And this bakery company was very famous, very successful because of their food, because of their goods, their treats. And obviously they're not going to tell you what their ingredients is or how they make things. So what did he do? A millionaire, a tycoon, stooped. He lowered his position to a cleaner in the company. And because of that position he took, he was able to find out the secrets of this bakery company in order to help his own company. And I'm not saying that you should steal from anybody. I'm not saying that you should go and be doing things that God did not send you to do. But this is just an example of lowering yourself in order to gain. Sometimes the lower God takes you, the more you stand to gain in that place. And I remember that God once said, your place of pain is your place of gain. So don't just focus on the pain that you're going through. Find out what gains it is that God has positioned you in this place for. Now, Joseph's mindset not only saved himself, but an entire nation. And not just his own nation, but nations, because nations were coming to Egypt during that time of famine for help. So Joseph's submission to God saved nations. And I would say submit your heart and mind to God and trust the process totally, because your place of pain is your place of gain. Bye-bye.